Hi, I'm Professor Ryan Murray of Towson University's Electronic Media and Film Department. Welcome to the final screening for Experimental Film and Video. Experimental film is a parallel universe, an alternate history of filmmaking and moving image art. Like scientists conducting experiments, experimental filmmakers take risks, make discoveries, and arrive at unexpected results. Pushing the boundaries of aesthetics and concept, experimental filmmakers break the rules. These movies aren't made to tell a story or to entertain, but rather to find bold, challenging new ways to make meaning and beauty. Join me in celebrating the moving image art that these Towson University filmmakers have created. A Case of Overthinking uses food preparation as a metaphor for mental health and the messes we can make when our thoughts build up and overtake us.
Where are you?
Where is mind and safe and always go away?
Where
Go.
are you?
You're flying home. With your family on the other
Where
twilight, and still
Where
suspicion, in still in inquisition. I still feel, I still stifle the deal, the real, the real, yo, derelict, dense. Say goodbye to the tense. Say goodbye to the tension. Yawn. Tension. Release and extension. Incease. Is it still? Recording the whistling of the
Where
water time. Walk your dog.
Where?
Walk your dog. Wander your dog. Wander your dog.
Where?
Wanded.
Where
Wand.
are you?
Wand. Magic wand made from a branch in the most haphazard circumstance. It's fallen from the wind, and the clouds are rising to begin the puddle again.
Where
Puddle befuddle, met, walk.
Where
Walk my dog nightly, steep hills with rain are wet, and I walk. What will we wear to the dance or to the theater? Tears.
Where are you? Where are you?
This film shows the process of its own making, employing video programming and digital image processing to generate interactive digital glitch art.
shamanic perspective. A shamanic perspective. shamanic perspective. Shamanic perspective.
Women in Film combines found footage with performance art to portray the way women have been abused and walked all over in the film industry.
Little grains of sand make the mighty ocean, and a pleasant land. Little notes that sing, little words that rhyme, make the mighty memories and the dreams of time.
What's the matter with your walk?
You have to learn how to walk all over again in this dress. Look at the slit in the back.
I know. Why don't you get one that's finished? Seems to be damaged.
Where?
In the back. It's all cut open.
Oh, my dear, you've got a lot to learn.
Well, I don't wear those things, so I guess that's...
Oh, you look rather silly in them, too.
Well, there have
I'm
been
sure.
moments.
It's kind of marvelous. Would you like to see some of the others?
Yes, you have more?
Yes, several.
Yeah.
I told you I spent some of your money with that.
Handsome, handsome.
How do you like the walk?
My husband and I want to thank the British people for being so warm to us with their reception and their treatment of us while we were here. Thank you. Oh, here comes another one. This one's even cooler. Must be an express. Don't you wish you had a skirt? I feel so sorry for you in those hot pants.
Then he made me play chopsticks. Then suddenly he turned on me, his eyes bulging. He was frothing at the mouth, just like the creature from the Black Lagoon. His eyes bulging. He was frothing at the mouth, just like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
A Token to Filmmakers is a glitch art experimental video essay on the explosion of NFTs in the contemporary art market, exploring the concept of the digital original by making this film out of found footage of NFTs.
The internet is filled with millions if not billions of different images. There are images everywhere. There's been a specific type of image that has been spoken about this year and it has created quite a buzz. In concept, this type of image is replaceable, but there is only one. Why can't you just screenshot something like this? It is just a picture. Well, would you own the Mona Lisa if you just looked up a picture of it on Google and downloaded this to your phone? No. There is only one true copy that you will probably never own no matter how many pictures you see or have. Okay, pictures. But what about videos? Yes, there are also videos. Could this be a new medium? For filmmakers, what does it mean to be non-fungible? It can't be replaced. If a film were considered an NFT, or non-replaceable, then it would be much more valuable. A model where there is only one version, one film. The NFT concept has already worked in the past. In 2018, 20th Century Fox released limited edition Deadpool 2 posters to promote the film. NFTs could be a successful way to crowdfund or promote a film, but could they be more? Could NFTs be a new medium of expression for filmmakers?
Millions of Americans own a personal computer. If you're one of them, you can now glimpse the future with nothing more than a modem, a phone line, and a few dollars a month.
Laugh remixes footage from classic film noirs by introducing jagged and stylistic re-edits, and recontextualizes genre by overlaying laugh tracks.
Yes, Effie? No, that'll be all. Just be sure to lock the door behind you on your way out. Good night. $5,000.
You will clasp your hands together at the back of your neck. At the back of your neck. I intend to search your offices, Mr. Spade. I warn you, if you attempt to prevent me, I shall certainly shoot you.
Go ahead and search.
Will you please come to the center of the room?
don't take it and like it. Keep quiet.
We should use first names, Bertha. We're sisters under the mink.
You're not making any sense.
You any doubt Duncan killed himself? I asked you a question. I asked you a question. Where?
I only saw him on the street. On the street!
Where'd you go with Banyan?
Nowhere.
Where'd you go with Banyan?
Nowhere. Nowhere!
I asked you a question. Oh, you pig. Oh, you pig. You lying pig!
I was too surprised to move for a few seconds.
Vince threw hot coffee in my face. I'm gonna be scarred. The whole side of my face will be scarred.
There we go.
The three little kittens that lost their mittens.
Yep.
Go on, Daddy.
All right, and the three little kittens, they lost their mittens, and they began to cry. Oh, they had a terrible time. And their mother came, began to cry. She said, oh, my, you kittens, you began to cry. Began to cry.
Dreaming Reality is an experimental video diary that conflates day-to-day life with dreams, filmed on a camera with no viewfinder or screen.
It's just it's okay. And now we wait for the elevator. Everyone's in there. Not here. This is the elevator. We're gonna go down to the 4th floor and go out Yeah. I ordered all that stuff and half of the package came and the other half is still on its way. That happens to me all the time. I hate it. Like I ordered it all at the same time. They're all sets of each other. Give the turtle good lighting. Get all the angles, you know.
a disaster. I have shoes out the wazoo. That, don't even know. Cups everywhere. I have clothes everywhere. The bathroom, a disaster.
The Human Paradox is a found footage montage contrasting the joys and horrors of human civilization.
An offensive needs supplies. This was just one of 10 new railway lines that the Germans were edging forward, sleeper by sleeper, rail by rail, scalpels cutting into the heart of France. A few miles away to the west, 10 miles behind the French line, lay their objective.
She's so refined. In conclusion, therefore, that is why I kept our sugar.
This film explores the alteration of images of self-portraiture through reflections, refractions, video feedback, and a variety of other visual and auditory distortions.
Hello.
I'm across the here. You know,
This video uses typography and sound collage to explore artistic and religious identity.
But somehow the music we all grew up listening to doesn't relate to our adult reality and our new dreams.
The music we grew up with doesn't speak for us in the new era we're now going through. Our childhood dreams have become the basis for our adult fantasies. And now simply, we all grew up to be something new.
Surprisingly enough, main question's mind is, have you changed? And the answer to that is, yes.
Man, 324 is an abstract and lyrical portrait of both the subjective vision of a protagonist and the inner workings of their brain. Eunoia is a lyrical, experimental video diary. Through poetry and a flow of high-contrast, lo-fi imagery, a portrait of a mind emerges.
Yes, ever since, I find her beautiful now, but her mind is a killer. Forever doomed, recently born, an omnipresent fleek. Right now, you don't want to be near me. This mind's dangerous. An assassin. Friends to lovers, lovers to friends. There she was, my arch enemy. There they were, her powers. She ended me. Did I have powers? Why, I suppose yes. A firecracker I was. But that's been put on hold by a spell. Mental sonic booms, while projectable, they're silent and unfelt. Gingerly sparked, painted with all sorts of little embers. The details are important. They make a fire. My head is a cage of sharp-edged planks, inner fatalities bouncing about. Tell me, what's the meaning? I used to know, but did I ever really? Or was I dreaming? Now that's a nightmare. Everything's a wreck. This is a deck my mind can't discard. No overboard jumps. Anarchy, revenge. Those thoughts flicker. My heart still bumps. My mind wants it. But they're connected. I'm just a card, lost in the shuffle. Well, I'm no fighter, but my mind's been rewired. An assassin. My mind's a dagger.
Untitled is a found footage film that creates a collage of the mediatized past, Hollywood's history, and the differences in film's portrayals of men and women.
permit me to introduce myself. I am Mr. Matuchek of Matuchek and Company, the shop around the corner. If you'll be kind enough to take a look at the window, you'll see that we sell some very nice things. Of course, my shop may be a little far from some of you. It's in Budapest, Hungary. Just around the corner from Balta Street. But I'm sure that the bargains you get here will more than make your trip worthwhile.
Tucked away off the main highway, and as you see, perfectly harmless looking, when in fact it has
Always throw this kind of money around.
It's just mad money.
Sex takes a holiday.
Broadcast in order to give you the very latest information on an amazing phenomenon.
Muddy Concrete explores glitch as an aesthetic, contrasting symmetry and order with digital distortion and failure. God Can Wash combines a durational video, image processing, and found sound collage to address our desire to rid ourselves of past faults or wrongdoings.
Go fuck yourself. How about that?
He deals drugs, May. Heroin, cocaine. That's where the money comes from. That's how he can afford to pay you to fuck him.
Now, if you don't want that dress, take it off.
Take it off!
How did you kill him?
It's a little more complicated than that.
I know it's hard for you, emotionally.
A stroll through the park creates a glitchy and surreal morphing dream journey through the use of a technique called data moshing. Thank you for attending the online screening of Towson University's Experimental Film and Video class in the Electronic Media and Film Department. If you're here during the premiere, hop on over to the Zoom Q&A to ask these intrepid filmmakers some questions and applaud their work.